Okay. Good morning to my fellow bank members, secretariat, and technical working group, and also to our YouTube live viewers. Today, May 6, 2025, is the opening of bids for 6 civil works projects. But before we start, may I request everyone to please stand for the opening.
Loving Heavenly Father, we come to you this hour asking for your blessing and help as we are gathered together. We pray for guidance in the matters at hand and ask that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm. Give us the desire to find ways to excel in our work. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask that we would challenge each other to reach higher and farther to be the best we can be. We ask this in the name of the Lord. Amen.
Please be seated. Once again, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. May I request the Secretariat to please show to our bigger screen the invited observers for today's procurement activity. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, good morning everyone. Our invited observers are first, Sir Adelio Joel Orata, State Auditor 4, Audit Team Leader, Provisional Audit, a letter dated April 15, 2025, was received by the COA of the state. And our second observer is Candidate Auditor, the National Coordinator of the Philippine Partnership for the Development of Human Resources in Rural Areas at Kasibu. A letter dated April 15, 2025 was sent invitation to citizen observers on Tuesday, April 15, 2025 at 4:05 in the afternoon. And our last observer is Engineer Belance Chief Bourgeois, the operating observer of National Constructors Association of the Philippines Incorporated, or NACA, at Binnuangan, Nueva Vizcaya. A letter dated April 15, 2025 was sent invitation to sit as observer on Tuesday, April 15, 2025 at 4:02 in the afternoon. And that is all, Mr. Chair, for invitation to our official observers.
Thank you, Engineer Johnson Vigara, the OIC Chief of the Procurement Staff. It seems that our observers are not present this morning, but I hope and I believe that they are watching us now live in our YouTube program. So again, I request the Secretariat to please the attendance if we have a forum for today's procurement activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Everyone, I will now proceed with the roll call of attendance. The BAC members: Engineer Danilo A. Bernabé,
Present.
BAC Chairperson; Engineer Ferdinand D. F. Bayabos, BAC Vice Chairperson. The BAC regular members: Ma'am Grace B. Sanchez,
Present.
and Engineer Christopher M. Palasya.
Present.
The BAC provisional member: Engineer Herbert M. Arudel.
Present.
The BAC Secretariat, yours truly, Josephine Tegala. The BAC Secretariat members: Engineer C. Didema C. Valdez,
Present.
Sir Belmar G. Querido, Ma'am Brgy R. Infanta,
Present.
Sir Paul R. Domagas, Ma'am Vivian Zenaida I. Pulan, and Sir Mario Roy N. Taho. The BAC PWG: Engineer Robert Lin M. Uro. The BAC PWG. The BAC PWG members: Engineer Anthony P. Sumani, Ma'am Accountant Jonathan Q. Barasi, Engineer Reynaldo P. Ragasa Jr., Engineer Jomari P. Waayan, Engineer Chester P. Aguada, Engineer Tigray S. T. Salamanca, Engineer Paul Jacques C. Puliao, and Engineer Lorna B. Baro. And we have partners in construction industry, for construction services, Brgy Construction, People Construction, Marcadel Construction, and BG Builders. Therefore, Mr. Chair, majority of the members of our bids and awards committee composition today are present in our opening of bids. Therefore, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Once again, thank you, Engineer Joseph Tigala, DOIC Head of the Procurement Staff. Since we have a quorum, the Doctor now declares that the procurement activity this morning, May 6, 2025, is now officially reordered. But before we start, may I request the Secretariat to please play the audio recorder pertaining to Section 29 of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations and the latest GPPB issuances. Secretariat.
Section 29 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 and the latest GPPB issuances. Section 29, bid opening. The BAC shall open the bids immediately after the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. The time, date, and place of the opening of bids shall be specified in the bidding documents. For electronic bid submission, the passwords for accessing the bidding documents will be disclosed by the bidders only during the actual bid opening, which may be done in person or face-to-face through video conferencing, webcasting, or similar technology. In case the bids cannot be opened as scheduled due to justifiable reasons, the BAC shall take custody of the bids submitted and reschedule the opening of bids on the next working day or at the soonest possible time through the issuance of a notice of postponement to be posted on the PhilJEP's website and the website of the procuring entity concerned. The bidders or their duly authorized representatives may attend the opening of bids. The BAC shall ensure the integrity, security, and confidentiality of all submitted bids. The abstract of bids is read, and the minutes of the bid opening shall be made available to the public upon written request and payment of a specified fee to recover cost of materials. And that is Section 29. Bid opening of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 and the latest GPPB issuances.
Thank you, Secretariat. For today's procurement activity, we have 6 civil works projects to be developed, particularly for contract ID number 25BJ 0070, 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75. May I request the representative of the Commission on Audit and representative of the Secretariat to please open the box for the opening of the technical documents of the 4 projects. Okay, thank you. For the first project to be bid out, has a contract ID number 25BJ0070. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings and or facilities to support social services, construction of multipurpose building, Belance Elementary School and Binnuangan Elementary School, Dupax Norte, Nueva Vizcaya. The approved budget for the contract is 7.92 million. The scope of works, construction of 5 meters by 10 meters stage to the compound room with complete finishing at Belance Elementary School, and construction of 50 meters by 25 meters multi-purpose building covered 5 spans at Binnuangan Elementary School with complete finishing, reinforced concrete flooring, and electrical works, including solar power supply, public address system, and provisions of bleacher and movable standard backbone fiberglass acrylic laser cut with stand and complete accessories. Contract duration, 190 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 10,000 pesos. And the source of fund is GAA fiscal year 2025. For this particular contract, we have 2 participating bidders, and they are Per Construction Services and Brgy Builders. May I request the Secretariat to please extract the bid documents submitted by Per Construction Services and Brgy Builders. And please show to the camera so that our YouTube live viewers could view it in our video stream. Per Construction Services. Okay, that is the bid document submitted by Per Construction Services. And for Brgy Builders, thank you, that is the bid document submitted by Brgy Builders. And Secretariat, please give it to the head of the technical working group, Engineer Rose Puro, for distribution and opening of the technical documents. Second project to be bid out has a contract ID number 25BJ 0071. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multi-purpose buildings and facilities to support social services, completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Binogawan, Kasibu, Nueva Vizcaya. Approved budget for the contract, 4,950,000 pesos. The scope of works, construction of 6.3 meters by 17.6 meters stage with dressing room, complete finishing, and electrical works, including solar power supply, public address system, provision of bleachers, and movable standard backboard fiberglass acrylic laser cut with stand and complete accessories. Contract duration, 170 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000. And the source of funds is GAA fiscal year 2025. For this particular contract, we have 2 participating bidders, and they are Triple P Construction and Brgy Builders. The request Secretariat to please show the camera the bid documents submitted by Triple P Construction. Okay, thank you. That is the bid submitted by Triple P. And for Brgy Builders, please. Okay, that is the bid document submitted by Brgy Builders. And again, please give it to the head of the technical working group, Engineer Rose Puro, for distribution of the members of the DPWH for the opening of the technical envelope. The third project to be bid out has a contract ID number 25BJ 0072. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multi-purpose buildings and facilities to support social services, construction of multi-purpose building located at Kayapa, Nueva Vizcaya. Approved budget for the contract, 9,900,000 pesos. The scope of works, construction of 5.7 meters by 28.9 meters, 2-story buildings, the public market, with finishing works and electrical works. Contract duration, 195 calendar days. Cost of these documents, 10,000 pesos, and the source of fund is GAA fiscal year 2025. For this particular contract, we have two participating bidders, and they are Per Construction Services and Marcatela Construction. Once again, may I request the Secretary to please show to our camera the bid documents submitted by Per Construction Services. Okay, thank you. And the bid documents submitted by Marcatela Construction. Okay, thank you. Again, please give it to the head of the DPWH for the opening of the technical envelope by members of the technical working group. Okay. The fourth project to be bid out has a contract ID number 25BJ 0073. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings and or Facilities to support social services, construction of multipurpose building at Dupax, Norte, Nueva Vizcaya. Approved budget for the contract, 14,850,000. The scope of works, construction of 13.10 meters by 16 meters, 3-story building, the public market, with finishing works and electrical works. Contract duration, 210 calendar days. Cost of printing documents, 25,000. Source of fund, GAA fiscal year 2025. For this particular contract, we have two participating bidders, and they are Triple P Construction and Brgy Construction. Again, I request the Secretariat to please show to the camera the bid documents submitted by Brgy bidders. Okay, thank you. And the bid documents submitted by Triple P Construction. Okay, thank you. And once again, please give it to the head of the DPWH for the opening of the technical envelope by DPWH members. And the fifth project to be bid out has a contract ID number 25BJ0074. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings and our facilities to support social services, construction of multipurpose buildings at Kayapa, Nueva Vizcaya. Approved budget for the contract, 19.8 million. Scope of works, construction of 2-story, 5.7 meters by 25 meters, dry section with complete finishing and construction of 25 meters by 51 meters, 2-story wet section, excluding second floor for wet section, the public market. Contract duration, 240 calendar days. Cost of printing documents, 25,000 pesos. And the source of fund is GAA fiscal year 2025. For this particular contract, we have two participating bidders, and they are Per Construction Services and Brgy Bidders. I request the Secretariat to please show to the camera the bid documents submitted by Per Construction Services. Okay, thank you. And the bid documents submitted by Brgy Builders. Okay, thank you. Once again, please give it to the head of the DPWH for the opening of the technical documents by the DPWH members. And the last project to be bid out has a contract ID number 35DJ0075. Name of contract, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major and or strategic public buildings and or facilities, construction of slab bridge located at Barangay Balakbak, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. Approved budget for the contract, 4,950,000. Scope of works, construction of overflow bridge with an area of 41.6 square meters. Contract duration, 165 calendar days, and cost of building documents is 5,000 pesos. Source of fund, GAA fiscal year 2025. Okay, once again, may I request the Secretariat to please show to the camera the bid documents submitted by Brgy Construction. Okay, thank you. That is the bid documents submitted by Brgy and also Marcatela Construction. Okay, thank you. Once again, please give it to the head of the DPWH for the opening of the technical documents by the DPWH members. Okay, that's all for the 6th project that we did out this morning. The DPWH members will be opening the technical documents while processing the eligibility of the contractors in the CWA. Thank you. Nagpakita ka ba ito? Yung mga class ko sa kung may scaling,
Yung wag na kayo, sir. Specific yun, unfortunately, kasi
kung may wala, may
monitoring.
speed, kumasama. Hindi, kumasama ng thickness.
Yes, sir. Buti ko ito, may
206.
Yes, sir. Chemical.
So, device ka, hindi naman kayo talaga. Mas nasaan ka na? Saan mo lang ito pilihin yung sa project na dito?
Bali ko sa gawa na yung dalawang na yung gawa
Sino na? Ano pa? Bakit ikaw naman yan? Hindi naman
Sabay.
Okay, we continue since I have with me the result of the eligibility processing from the CWA for contract ID number 25BJ007P, 71, and 72. Okay, may I request Engineer Chester for contract ID number 25BJ007P to please verify if the following documents are attached and valid for bird construction services. Okay, Chester. Please verify if the following documents are attached and valid for mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
DTI registration, valid until March 30, 2029.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
BIR tax clearance, valid until December 30, 2025.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
Bilgeps registration, valid until January 14, 2026.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
Pickup license, valid until June 11, 2025, and pickup registration, valid until November 7, 2025.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
The work experience and NFCC of bird construction services, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by firm construction services.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, for the bid documents submitted by Brgy leaders, Engineer Anthony Sumani, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. For mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
DTI registration, valid until May 18, 2027.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until January 23, 2026.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
Bilgeps registration, valid until December 11, 2025.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
Pickup license, valid until August 30, 2025. And pickup registration, valid until March 15, 2028.
Attached and valid, Mr. Chair.
The work experience and NFCC of PG dealers, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by PG dealers.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, for contract ID number 25BJ0071. For 340 construction, Engineer Chobani, please verify. 340 construction, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. For mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025. DTI registration, valid until July 24, 2029. BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until May 10, 2025. Bilgeps registration, valid until June 10, 2025. Pickup license, valid until October 28, 2025. And pickup registration, valid until May 23, 2025. The work experience and NFCC of Triple P construction, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by Triple Construction. For Brgy builders, Engineer Ray Ragasa, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
DTI registration number, valid until May 18, 2027.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until January 23, 2026.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
Business registration, valid until December 11, 2025.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
Legal license, valid until August 13, 2025. And legal registration, valid until March 15, 2028.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
The work experience and electricity of Brgy builders, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by Brgy Construction.
Yes.
For contract ID number 25 BJ0072. Construction of 44 floors building at Kayapa. Okay, Engineer Paul Gatti, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid for per construction services. One moment, DJ. Okay, for the meantime, we will skip the eligibility processing of 25 BJ 0072. So before to 25 BJ 0073, construction of two purpose building at Dupax, Norte. Okay, for triple B construction, engineer Chester Abada. Please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. For mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
DTI registration, valid until July 24, 2029.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
DIR tax clearance, valid until May 10, 2025.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
Builders registration, valid until June 10, 2025.
Attachment valid, Mr. Chair.
Pickup license, valid until October 28, 2025. And pickup registration, valid until May 20, 3, 2025.
Construction project completed.
The work experience and an FCC of triple P construction, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by triple P construction.
Thank you.
Okay, for Brgy builders, Engineer Anthony Sumaling, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Construction project completed.
DTI registration, valid until May 18, 2027.
Construction project completed.
BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until January 23, 2026.
Construction project
Bill
completed.
registration, valid until December 11, 2025.
Construction project completed.
Pickup license, valid until August 13, 2025, and pickup registration, valid until March 15, 2028.
Construction project completed.
The work experience and FCC of Brgy builders, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by Brgy builders. Okay, the next project will be now, that's a contract ID number 25 BJ 0074. Okay, for work construction services, Engineer Chomari,
Yes.
please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Construction project completed.
DTI registration certificate, valid until March 30, 2029.
Construction project.
BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until December 13, 2025.
Construction project.
Bilges registration, valid until January 14, 2026.
Construction project completed.
Pickup license, valid until July 11, 2025. Then pickup registration, valid until November 7, 2025.
Construction project.
The work experience and an FCC of work construction services, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by work construction and services. Okay, for the second bidder, Engineer Ray Magasa for Brgy builders. Please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
Construction project completed.
DTI registration, valid until May 18, 2027.
Construction project completed.
BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until January 23, 2026.
Construction project completed.
Bilges registration, valid until December 11, 2025.
Construction project completed.
Pickup license, valid until August 13, 2025. And pickup registration, valid until March 15, 2028.
Construction project completed.
The work experience and an FCC of Brgy builders, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents of Brgy builders for the construction of multi-purpose building at Alitaw, Nueva Vizcaya. Okay, for contract ID number 35BJ0075, that is the construction of slab bridge located at Barangay Malakpak, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. Okay, for Malcatela Construction, Engineer Lorna, Lorna Baro. Okay, Lorna, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid for Malcatela Construction. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2025.
That's and valid, Mr. Chair.
DTI registration valid until August 24, 2025.
That's and valid, Mr. Chair.
DIR tax clearance certificate valid until February 31, 2026.
That's and valid, Mr. Chair.
Bills registration valid until September 17, 2025.
That's and valid, Mr. Chair.
Pickup license valid until June 21, 2025, and pickup registration valid until June 21, 2027.
That's and valid, Mr. Chair.
The work experience and NMCC of Marpatela Construction, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by Marpatela Construction.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, for Brgy Construction, Engineer Paul Jackie Pujao, please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. For Mayor's permit, valid until December 21, 2025.
That is valid, Mr. Chair.
DTI registration number, valid until January 5, 2028.
That is valid.
BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until October 17, 2025.
That is valid, Mr. Chair.
Bills registration, valid until November 15, 2025.
That is valid.
Pickup license, valid until October 10, 2026. And pickup registration, valid until May 18, 2026.
That is valid.
The work experience and FCC of Brgy Construction, the result is passed. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by Brgy Construction.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, we go back to Okay, we continue. Particularly for contract ID number 25BJ0072. We encountered some technicalities for contract ID number 25BJ0072. The contractors that both their bid documents are per construction services and Markatela construction services. Also, they are the contractors that draft the bid. However, in the processing of the eligibility from the civil delay, there was a technical problem or wrong entry. Instead of per construction services, it was Brgy builders that was entered in the CWA. So we are going to request for the unlocking this particular project, and we're going to process the eligibility of per construction services for contract ID number 72. Okay, so we continue. Engineer Lorna Navarro for Markatela Construction. Please verify if the following documents are attached and valid. For Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
That's the value.
DTI registration, valid until August 24, 2025.
That's the value.
EIR tax clearance certificate, valid until February 21, 2026, and pictures registration, valid until September 17, 2025.
That's the value.
Okay, for pickup license, valid until June 21, 2025, and pickup registration, valid until June 21, 2027.
That's the value.
The work experience and MCC of Markatela Construction, the result is pass. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by Markatela Construction. Okay, for per construction services, engineer Paul Jackie Tuyao. Okay, please check the following documents are attached and valid for construction services. For mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025.
That's the value.
DTI registration number, valid until March 30, 2029.
That's the value.
DIR tax clearance certificate, valid until December 30, 2025.
That's the value.
And PhilJet's registration, valid until January 14, 2026.
That's the value.
Okay, for pickup license, valid until June 11, 2025, and pickup registration, valid until November 7, 2025.
That's the value.
The MCC of work construction, the result is pass. And also the work experience of work construction services, the result also is pass. Therefore, you can now open the financial documents submitted by work construction services. Okay, that's all. The batch members will be reviewing the reviewing and checking the documents submitted by the contractors of the 6 civil works projects.
Set mo lagi yung stream, Ben. Ang nag-agawin mo,
Okay, we continue. with regards to the reading of the offered bid prices of the eligible contractors, may I request the Vice Chairman to please read the offered bid prices by the eligible contractors. Engineer President Mayabus, please. Thank you.
This is okay. We are proceed with the reading of contractors, people here for these 6 schools projects. For first project, we have from the DPWH DPWH CONVERGENCE Special Support Program, basic infrastructure program, VIP, multi-purpose buildings and facilities support social services, construction of multi-purpose building, High School and Binnuangan High School, located at Dupax, Norte and Livestream. The approved budget for the contract is 7 million and 20,000 pesos. For this particular project, 2 meters by 11, BT meters and further construction services and rough report. For the first period, we have 50 meters over 7 million 654,597 pesos and 89 centavos. 7,654,597 pesos and 89 centavos. For the second year, we have first construction services over 7,682,241 pesos and 37 centavos. 7,682,241 pesos and 37 centavos. Both bidders submit bid securing for the bid security. So the apparent winner is bid builders, subject for bid foundation and cost qualification. For the second project, we contract ID 25BJ0071. CONVERGENCE Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, VIP, multi-purpose buildings and facilities to support social services, completion of multi-purpose building, Binogawan, Kasibu, and the approved budget for this contract is 4,950,000 pesos. 2 meters per year and 10. There are big builders and 340 construction. There are both for big builders over 4,760,901 pesos and 10 centavos. 4,760,901 pesos and 10 centavos. For bid security. For second bidder, we have 340 construction and over 4,798,998 pesos and 76 centavos. 4,798,998 pesos and 76 centavos. All of our bid security declaration. So for project number 2, the project winner is big builders, amount of 4,760,901 pesos and 10 centavos. Subject for bid evaluation and post qualification. For the third project, we the contract ID 25PJ0072, Convergence and Special Support Program, basic infrastructure program, VIP, to propose buildings and our facilities to support social services, construction of proposed building, Kayapa, Nueva Vizcaya. The approved budget for the contract is 9,900,000 pesos. Two bidders participating, there are Macadela Construction and Pearl Construction Services, and they are both available. For our first bidder, we have Macadela Construction, and over 9,578,000, 2 pesos and 51 centavos. 9,578,000, 2 pesos and 51 centavos. Form of bid security declaration. For second bidder, we have Pearl Construction Services, over 9,598,237 pesos and 8 centavos. 9,598,237 pesos and 8 centavos. Form of bid security declaration. So the apparent winner is Macadela Construction with a bid offer of 9,578,000, 2 pesos and 51 centavos, subject for bid evaluation and post qualification. For our first project, contract ID 25PJ0073, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, VIP, will propose buildings and our facilities to support social services, construction of one proposed building, Dupax, Norte, Nueva Vizcaya. The approved budget for the contract is 14,850,000 pesos. Two bidders participated. They are Brgy Builders and Quality Construction, and they are both eligible. For Brgy Builders, whose offer is 14,382,556 pesos and 18 centavos. 14,382,556 pesos and 18 centavos. Form of bid security declaration. For the second bidder, we have Quality Construction, over 14,404,620 pesos and 17 centavos. 14,404,628 pesos and 17 centavos. Form of bid security and bid security declaration. So, the pilot winner is Brgy Builders, whose offer is 14,382,556 pesos and 18 centavos. Subject for bid evaluation and post qualification. For our fifth project, we have contract ID 25PJ0074. Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, VIP, will propose buildings and facilities to support social services, construction of proposed building, and Nueva Vizcaya. The approved budget for the contract is 19,800,000 pesos. There are two bidders, they are Tech, they are Brgy builders, and Pearl Construction Services. And both bidders are from Kayapa. For first bidder, we have Brgy builders. Over 19,186,605 pesos and 97 centavos. 19,186,605 pesos and 97 centavos. For our second bidder, we have Pearl Construction Services. Over 19,205,447 pesos and 51 centavos. 19,205,447 pesos and 51 centavos. Both bidders submitted their report to bid security for bid security. So for this project, the final bidder is 50 bidders whose offer is 19,186,605 pesos and 97 pesos, subject for bid evaluation and cost bidding. Okay, for the last project, we have contract ID 25BD0075, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, DIP, access road, and our bridges from the national roads leading to major and corresponding public for public buildings and our facilities, construction of stop bridges, together park, Santa and Stadium. For this project, the approved budget for the program is 4,950,000 pesos. Two bidders participated. They are Pakatela Construction, BRB Construction, and found the two individuals. For the first contractor, they are Pakatela Construction, over 4,794,679 pesos and 35 centavos. 4,792,679 pesos and 85 centavos. For bid security submitted is bid security declaration. For our second bidder, we have Brgy Construction over 4,801,379 pesos and 80 centavos. 4,801,379 pesos and 80 centavos. Form of bid security declaration. So the apparent winner is Construction, whose offer is 4,794,679 pesos and 85 centavos. So, subject for bid evaluation and cost. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, for reading the award bid prices of the contractors for 6 civil works projects. Do we have any announcement, Engineer Rosen?
Yes, Mr. Chair, for the announcement or reminders, we have a procurement activity, credit conference, tomorrow, May 7, 2025, at 9 p.m. The scheduled opening of bids on May 27 at 9 a.m. here in conference room of DPWH Nueva Vizcaya DEO. For one goods and services, we call the ID number 25GPJ06. The project is contract for supply or provision of blended diesel fuel, unleaded gasoline, and lubricants for use of various service vehicles, heavy equipment, and grass cutters and generators set of the district. The approved budget amounting to 3,025,593 pesos and 56 centavos. Scope of work, supply or provision of blended diesel fuel, unleaded gasoline, and lubricants. Contract duration is covered basis or two. The cost of printing documents is 5,000 pesos. The source of fund is GAFY 2025. And the next activity of wedding of leaves scheduled on May 8, 2025 at 9 a.m. here in conference room. For one goods and services project, we cover ID number 25GPG04. Supply, delivery, and installation of indigenous materials for use in the repair or maintenance of National Road along Aligaw, New Road, 30242 plus 200 to 30242 plus 500, 505, Barangay Santa Maria, Dupax del Sur, Nueva Vizcaya, ABC, 4,789,318 pesos and 29 centavos. And the scope of work, supply, delivery, and installation of indigenous materials for use in the repair or maintenance of National Road. We said that under this contract duration, the cost of the documents is 5,000 pesos. The source of fund is GAFY 2025. And that is all to share for the announcement of my voice.
Thank you, Engineer Joseph Dana, the OIC head of the procurement staff. Any announcement from my fellow board members? There is none. So do I hear a motion for adjournment? Any second the motion? It has been moved and seconded that the procurement activity this morning, May 6, 2025, is now officially adjourned. Thank you everyone and thank you to our YouTube live viewers. Once again, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.